Happy Monday, boys and girls. Today is Monday, May 4th. So may the 4th be with you. I hope that you're having a great day. Let's go ahead and get started on fractions. All right, here we go. So what do you notice about each of these shapes? I want you to take a moment and go ahead and type in your answer. So go ahead and go to that slide and type in your answer. What do you notice about each of these shapes? Okay, you can type in your answer here, but you need to go to this slide number 2. Pause this video, go and work on that. All right, so now we're resuming our video. So let's go ahead and continue on. Well, we notice that there is one piece, right? One piece of the whole shaded in all of these. There's only one piece of this whole that is shaded. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, if our whole has 3 parts, our whole has 3 parts. Let me see if I can type in here. I want my denominator is always my whole, right? This is my denominator, which is my whole. So in this case, my denominator should be what in all of these? How many pieces are in there total? Well, 1, 2, 3 for this one, 1, 2, 3 for this one, 1, 2, 3 for this one. So each of my shapes has a whole that is 3, okay? So here we have our numerator, whoops, our numerator, right? And our numerator is how many pieces are shaded. Is it always going to be shaded? No. Sometimes it could be how many pieces are not shaded, or it could say how many pieces were eaten, or how many pieces were not eaten, right? But we know our numerator is a smaller number. So in this case, our numerator in each one is going to be this like peach, pinky color. And this one only has 1 shaded, this one only has 1 shaded, and this one only has 1 shaded. So that gives me 1. So technically, each one of these I could represent by saying 1/3, right? That's how I would do it if I was writing over a fraction bar. So like 1/3. Today what we're going to be practicing is how to write this in numerical, we're going to practice writing this in word form, okay? So we're talking about unit fractions today. We're going to be practicing writing them in word form, which means that we would say 1/3. Notice that I have this little dash here. It's like a little minus sign. 1/3. That's important because that is how we're going to be writing all of our fractions throughout this unit. Okay, anytime you're writing a fraction, you want to say 1/3. It's that 1 dash third. Okay, same thing for like 1/4 and so forth. Let's move forward. I'm going to delete this because you're going to need to come back to this section and write in a little bit, or you already did. All right, so it says each shape is divided into 3 equal parts. Notice we have 3 equal parts. That's what we talked about. One part is shaded. That's that pinky beige color. So 1/3 of each shape is shaded. It's circled because it's important, okay? That is what we just now discussed. So that's what our little raccoon is telling us. So here's a question. Is 1/3 of this shape shaded? Looking right here. Is 1/3 of this shape shaded? Explain your reasoning. Well, you don't have to type anything right now, or at all, actually. But I want us to kind of talk about this because up here it was important that each part was equal. They were the same size, the same shape. So here they said that they split it, or they did split it into 3s, but are all my pieces the same shape? No. So that means that I cannot say 1/3 because it is not equal parts. This is not an accurate fraction. Okay, now, had they decided to put a, let me see if I can insert a shape here. And I just want a line. Well, I can't really insert a line. Oh, here we go. Insert line. If I wanted to insert a line right here, try to make it as equal as possible. If I wanted to insert a line right there, now I have 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all equal. So I could say, yes, this represents 1/4. But if that line is not there, it is not an accurate representation of a fraction. I hope that makes sense. Feel free to message me in Dojo if you have any questions at all. Okay, so let's keep on rolling. So here, each of these shapes has 1/4 shaded. So earlier we said 1/3 because 1 equal piece out of 3 equal pieces was shaded. So now we have 1 piece out of 4 shaded. Yes? So that would be 1/4 written in word form like this. Or it could be 1/4. But today we're practicing word form. So 1 out of 4 shaded here. 1 out of 4 equal pieces here. Now this one's a little confusing. So it says that this is also 1/4. Well, I could make this 1/4 if I actually decided, let's see. These two right here are triangles, which this is triangle. So let me see if I can snip this and kind of manipulate it for you so you can kind of see it. All right. So let's put this here. I just took this shape right here and I'm moving it over here. If I rotated this shape to match this other one, so this triangle looks exactly like that one. And let's make it a little wider. You can even make it a little taller. And I was to place this over it. Okay, so do we see that? Let's kind of notice that this right here, if I was to go straight down, it's the same size. So if I created this size, or this side, 2 triangles, and had it like that, it would still be 1/4. Or I could actually take this piece. All right, sorry, I know there's a lot of clicking. I'm just trying to show you what it's trying to say, how this is 1/4. It is 1/4 because it's still a square broken into 4 equal pieces, and you could still manipulate it. So let's see, I could actually put you see how it did that? And then copy and paste that there, just for our visual. Oh, I don't know where it went. There we go. Alright, see, so I have my 2 equal pieces here, and my 2 equal pieces here. Together we have 4, which is 1/4 shaded. So I hope that makes sense. If not, just let me know, and I'll go over it. Okay? Again, today we are practicing writing in word form. So this part is not going to be terribly important, but I just wanted to make sure that you understood that as we go over fractions for the next 4 weeks. All right, so I wanted to leave you with an anchor chart or two, just for reference as you're working today. Notice that this has fraction strips, which is the same thing as, like, you could put it on a number line and it would be the same thing. Okay, so that's super important. They also showed you how to write it, and that's what we're doing today. So we would say 1/2 or 2/2, 1/3 or 2/3, 1/4, 2/4, so on. Okay, so these are how you would spell things, which is important for you today. And what you're going to do by yourself, which, oh, sorry, we've also looked at fraction strips before, so I put this in case it was helpful to you. All right, so today what you're going to do is you're going to look at each of these large squares, which are kind of more like rectangles in this case. You're going to color one part of each. It's already colored for you. Then you're going to write the fraction that is shaded. Now you're writing it in word form. So how many pieces are shaded here? 1. So that's what I would start with. I'm going to highlight that. Then I'm going to say 1. Put my dash. Okay, just like it was a fraction. And then how many total pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say 1/4. And I could come back here and see that this is how you spell fourth. So 1 out of 4 pieces. Okay, now I'm going to leave that for you, but everybody should have that first one correct now since I did that one with you. Okay, so that's how we're going to do this page. Let's go on to the next page. It's very similar. I know that it's not as neatly colored, so I apologize for that. I did the best I could, but this is shaded, right? So how many pieces are shaded? Well, in this case, I have 1 that is shaded. Then my little fraction line, my minus sign. Out of how many pieces? 3. So then I would go back, come back here. What is it if it's broken into 3s? Oh, I don't say 3, I say thirds. Okay, so let's come back here. 1/3. Does that make sense? All right, so again, you should have this one correct because I am leaving it, or I actually told you the answer. All right, so today you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 problems. So you have 9 problems to complete, and be sure to submit your work. Some of you are not submitting your assignment. You always go back into Google Classroom and when you're finished typing, and make sure that you click submit on this assignment. If you have questions, please let me know. I hope that you have a marvelous Monday, and I can't wait to see how awesome you do. Have a great day. Bye.